We're recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Beauty Birds After Dark, where your birds get tipsy and talk about shit we like. Your hosts this evening are still the Beauty Birds, but this time with alcohol. You can follow Tara on Instagram at Simply Terrible and me, Beka, at Beka and Eggs.
Yeah. Today, we are just going to tell you some things that we kind of just really want, but haven't bought yet, but they're on our wish list, and we think they're pretty cool.
You want to hit up Sephora or Ulta first?
Neither. I'm going to start with Menagerie Cosmetics.
Oh,
because
getting into the indies.
I'm getting into the indies so that I can leave the indies and get back to the mainstream. But
Okay.
I have been I want to say relentlessly telling you that I really want an olive palette for like a year now. And for some reason, I haven't pulled the trigger on any of them.
I feel like since the day we met, you've been like, Beka, I want an olive palette.
Which, I feel like at this point, maybe I don't want an olive palette. I thought I wanted an olive palette, but I can't make up my mind about which olive palette. But Menagerie lets you pick like your own custom 12-pan palette. And they have like the most wide variety of olives I've ever seen, and they're really pretty. So I have a very beautiful hypothetical palette with them. What were we just talking about? Glam Glow? No. That's a shitty skincare brand. Give Me Glow Cosmetics.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They have
really
they have the Dirty Olive palette that's like also beautiful olives. So yeah, I want an olive palette.
That's legit.
I can't make up my mind though, and I have
Melt Gemini, which is great. Except like cool tone greens, not fans of my skin tone.
I don't even know if they're fans of mine. I have a couple of like olive shades, kind of, but like for some reason I have this like fantasy that I want more and that they're going to be awesome, but they probably won't be. But I have like choice fatigue where every time I'm like, this is the one I want, I see another one and I'm like, you know what? Let me figure it out. Let me wait another week and make a decision. And I've yet to do that. So maybe I don't want one. I don't know.
Have you considered just getting like 1 or 2 shades from Makeup Geek?
No.
Like you just try one for like $6 and then decide if you want to spend $50.
No.
$5?
Yeah, I actually did consider that, but then I don't know. It's too many choices. So yeah, let's move on from that one because I'm never gonna make a decision on olives.
Hold on, is there anything in my like indie wish list?
Oh wait. Also, I want to chop every Melt palette I've ever seen in half.
And give me the other half because we're makeup opposites.
Yes, their Gemini palette and their Smoke Sessions palette, I like exclusively want the left half.
You want the green and like
up
these
to that murky brown. I want it up to that murky brown.
Okay, this brown makes me look like I am diseased.
Which is crazy because I feel like purples do that for me. I want up to I'm pointing at it.
I want these two. I want the bright yellow and the bright green, but like you could have the 2 cool tone browns and that like sparkly green.
In a world where I don't absolutely destroy every palette I've ever tried to depot in my life, I would buy them all and send you half.
If Melt was not basically my favorite makeup brand, I would depot them. Though maybe I can just like pick those out.
No, don't do it. I'm afraid you're going to break it on my behalf.
But like if I could just take those out and like leave the rest of it intact.
No. Then there's going to be this void in their beautiful packaging where those shades once were. And if you're anything like me, you're going to be like, wow, I wish I didn't do that. I should maybe order a new one.
I actually bought Gemini and then sold it to my sister and then bought it again later.
That is actually one of my favorite short stories.
I also did the same thing with Modern Renaissance, and then I bought it, I returned it like a year later, I bought it again, and then I sold it to my sister. Don't worry, whoever's listening, my sister got a very massive discount on
She's
the
actually
account of being related to me.
Just price gouging. It's actually 2 times more expensive.
No,
what is on
not the case.
What's on your wish list?
You want to do Ulta or Sephora first? My Ulta one's very short.
Ulta.
Okay. A second one of my now new favorite lip balm, which is the Smith & Colt Locked and Lit CBD lip balm, which Haley Barber, Instagram influencer person, Cutie Pie, also lives in Austin now. She told me to buy it. I freaking love it. And I keep this one on my makeup table, and I want a second one for my bedside table in the bedroom. So that's on my wish list. I have the Diva Curl Low Poo Original Mild Lather Cleanser on the wish list, which,
Wait,
if you haven't noticed, I have no hair. It's for Nick. It's on my wish list for Nick.
that's sweet.
I actually just ordered him like a 3-in-1 co-wash cleansing conditioner situation because he's a man and he thinks using shampoo and conditioner in the same shower is ridiculous. And he's like, no, sometimes I use shampoo and sometimes I use conditioner. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. So I ordered him like a co-wash situation. I'm waiting for it to arrive. We'll see. And the only other thing on my Ulta wish list is a Smith & Colt.
Where did you order it from that we'll see?
Ulta.
We'll see how it works. I thought you
Yeah,
meant, like,
I'm just
we'll
waiting
see
for it
if
to
it
arrive.
arrives.
And the only other thing is a Smith & Colt Locked and Lit CBD lipstick. I don't really care about the CBD part. It's just a cool color. It's called Supreme Red.
I didn't know they had CBD lipsticks. I thought they only had the lip balm. That's cool.
I didn't either. I didn't even know Ulta sold Smith & Colt until I started looking for the lip balm as per Haley Barber's instructions to buy it.
I didn't know that Smith & Colt was like a brand until I found their liquid eyeshadow on Ulta.
They do nail polish too, right?
Are they like one of those Urban Outfitters brands? That's too cool for me.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I have owned and perhaps maybe still own a nail polish from them.
That's pretty trendy. Yeah, they seem like one of those brands that like sells $15 nail polish.
Well, they have something called Light Diffusing V Concealer, and it's called Canceled is the product name. So I think they're probably too cool for me.
They're a little too cool for me. That's one of those names where if someone asked me what it was called, I would be a little hesitant to be like, it's called Canceled.
Oh, they have something called a Built Brows Volumizing Eyebrow Powder, and that has my attention. Otherwise, that's the extent of my Ulta wish list.
That's it?
That's it.
I support that. I'm going to go off the top of my head because my Ulta wish list is on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. My Ulta wish list is ridiculous. There's a makeup bag from the brand Flesh Beauty, which I don't know if anyone saw my rant about Flesh Beauty and their like hyper aggressive names.
We didn't save that to our highlights on Instagram, did we?
We can.
You're going to have to like repost it and we'll save it.
Okay. But Flesh Beauty has some like really questionable names where like they go beyond what we talked about in our names we hate episode. They like transcend into names that I don't even have a category for that. I don't know who's
Isn't their foundation called like the flesh
stick?
Flesh stick? No, something flesh thick stick?
Yes, it's a thick stick foundation. And like the palest shade, this is what absolutely sent me. It's like a different fucking dimension. The pale shade was called Froth. And it was like, it was the, what was it? The fresh thick stick foundation in Froth. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, calm down. What did you just tell me? I don't want that.
It is the firm flesh thick stick in Froth. Ooh. I wish we had talked about that. If you haven't listened to episode 3, you should stop right now and go listen to episode 3 and then come back to us later.
Yeah, that one just, there's a lot of things on flesh that I can't handle, especially right now. But for some reason, I really want their clear makeup bag because it just has flesh on it and it's clear. And I think it'd be one of those fun things to like travel with because I travel a lot and I think it's one of those cute little like TSA approved bags.
I actually have a big clear cosmetic bag like that from Billy, the razor company.
Yes.
We are not sponsored by them. But Billy, if anybody working at Billy is listening, please sponsor us because I really like your razors. But I bought the big clear one and I use that for all my like cables and stuff when I travel.
Yeah, I actually really love clear makeup bags. So that one's on my wish list, and it's only $5. And you're probably wondering, why haven't you just bought it then? And the answer is, I don't know. I keep spending $5 on stupid shit like
I'm
candy.
betting because it's online only and you have to spend like $50 at Ulta to get free shipping. And spending $5.95 on shipping for a $5 bag is not your jam.
No, never in a million years, which is ridiculous because, like,
If the bag was $10, you'd still buy it.
if the bag was $10 in free shipping, I would have bought it already.
But because it's $5.95 shipping and a $5 bag, you're like, no, I get it. I totally get it. I'm the same way.
I can't justify it. So yeah, that Flesh Beauty is on my wish list. Also on my wish list is the MAC Fix Plus. Like, they had these little mini Fix Plus bottles in a bunch of different scents, like cucumber, green tea.
It's bad for your skin. Don't do it.
I know. And that's why it's on the wish list and I've never bought it. And like, I honestly need another mist. Like, I need a hole in my head because I kind of just I have one sitting in front of me because I wasn't sure what we are going to talk about that was on our face. And it is the First Aid Beauty Vital Greens face mist. And like, I kind of just use that as a setting spray because nowadays I'm not looking for something long lasting. I'm looking for just like I want to weld together everything that I put on my face. Like, I want my foundation, concealer, blush, highlight, all of the works to just like become one with my skin. And all I do is just put any mist that I have skincare wise on my face. So I cannot justify white tea even though I want it really badly.
We didn't talk about what's on our face. I was just like, cool, we're drinking. Let's skip to it.
What's on your face?
Everything. I just like went wild with the makeup today. I think most notably is Sugar Pill Fun Size and Melt Vita palettes. Suva Beauty Hydroliner, even though like not actually as winged eyeliner, just kind of weird abstract shit all over my face.
I dig it.
I think the thing I'm going to talk about is, if I can reach it, I'm wearing the Melt Genesis highlight, which for the record, their highlighters are
real nice.
Enormous. They're beautiful. They're incredibly pigmented. Like, I basically don't touch this. I was like, cool, I'm pretty much doing an editorial look because I'm drinking and sitting in my house all night because coronavirus. So this is a good time to rub that all over my face.
Right?
Yeah. Wait, I hear pause. Frank! Please excuse me. There's a four-legged friend.
Excuse me, did he just open the door?
I mean, it wasn't closed all the way. He just walked in.
Are you fucking kidding? Lando is such a chicken shit that, like, if the door is closed, like, if it's open this much and he can see through it, he'll sit at the open door and cry at it.
Oh, Frank.
He's got a sweater.
He's wearing his thunder shirt because we've had thunder and he's a wuss.
Oh, that's so cute.
Anyway, he came to say hi. Sorry for anybody watching that was like, what are you doing with your camera? I tried to show Frank. We'll post a picture of him in the blog post.
He's so sweet.
He's the best. We don't remember where we left off because both of our dogs came into our respective recording spaces and we got distracted. So let's start with talking about what's on your Sephora wish list.
Were we talking about what was on our face?
I think we were talking about what's on our face. No, you were talking about the Fix Plus John, and I told you not to buy it because it's got a fragrance and it's not good for your
Did
skin.
you just say John?
Yes, I said John.
Jeez.
Philly comes out when she's stressed.
Sorry, John just really threw me off.
I'm pretty sure it's in our, like, I wrote something about it in our notes for our last episode. I was like, this John.
Wow. I didn't catch it last time. My Sephora wish list?
Mine's long. I got a lot of stuff.
Wait, there's something actually kind of wacky on my Ulta wish list. What happens when I do this? Am I gone? Okay,
No,
can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm on Ulta.
Okay. If you are watching this and Tara is frozen in time, it's because she's decided to abandon us and look at her Ulta wish list instead.
I'm gone now. Wow, okay. Hold on. I'm on my Ulta wish list. They make candles now?
Who?
Ulta.
What?
Ulta brand 3-wick candles. I really want those.
What nonsense wax? It's all probably paraffin wax, right?
Soy blend.
Soy blend means paraffin.
Oh, fuck. All right. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, I'm frozen, but I'm waving my arms in the air. Let me just pull the app up again. Okay, I'm waving my arms in the air still.
Yeah. So I just pulled up one of their candles, and the first ingredient is petroleum.
Oh, well, I guess
Hey,
I will.
if you buy candles that aren't like pure soy wax or something else, and then you're like, wow, these candles are giving me a headache, it's because it's petroleum. Stop
Shit,
buying those candles.
I didn't know that, so thank
If you want to buy cool candles that are not full of petroleum, check out Uncle Ron's candles or Evil Queen candles. We're not sponsored, but I'm gonna tweet at both of them and be like, you should sponsor us because I just talked about you on our podcast.
Evil Queen is one of the best candles I've ever had because you sent me one and she was incredible.
Yeah, what did I send that to you for? Oh, because you made a human.
Oh yeah.
I think I sent that to you in advance of Marshall's birth when I said, hey, don't go into labor before you get this package. And then you're like, no, I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm going to labor anyway. Thank you so much. For anybody watching, Nick just brought me a drink. Thank you.
How incredible.
You made me an old fashioned.
That's so
with,
cute.
Amarena cherries, which are kind of my favorite jam. They're bougie marinated Italian cherries. They're like in sugar syrup and they're amazing. Sorry.
That sounds delicious.
You can buy
sounds way better than pickled anything.
I didn't know that was the alternative. Amarena cherries or pickles. Okay, what's on your Sephora wish list? Okay, I'm gonna start. I have the Herbivore Pink Cloud Rosewater Moisture Cream, which I've actually bought before. I think I went through 2 of them as per Squat Rack Shenanigans on Instagram. She's fantastic. I'm kind of going through a thing of like needing to find a new moisturizer. As I mentioned previously, I live in Texas now and it's very different than Oregon, and my skin is like, bitch, what are you doing? So I'm trying moisturizers again that work for me, and that's on the list as a potential repurchase to try out.
Their packaging for CBD was very classy in comparison to a lot of other brands, or like, look at us smoking weed. So I really like that one. Just like, I like what they did with it. I like the formula itself, and I like it on my skin. But
I wish they would stop using clear packaging.
Yeah, that too. That actually is a big bummer. For a lot of their items. I like their oils and I like their serums and I like their mists.
So basically you like the whole brand.
Yes, but I feel like their moisturizers are incredibly wildly overpriced.
I feel like most moisturizers are overpriced.
They are really expensive for what they are.
Like, a girl just needs some skin that isn't flaky or dehydrated. It doesn't gotta be crazy.
It doesn't have to be crazy. Do you want to know what I'm looking at on my Sephora list right now?
Yes.
The Belief Aqua Bomb sleeping mask.
My BFF Jen loves that shit.
Yo, I went through a sample and it was incredible. And even though I have very oily skin, I would go to sleep in it and wake up and just feel like my skin just felt amazing. Also on my wish list is the Supergoop with an exclamation point. Supergoop. Glow screen sunscreen.
I just got a deluxe size sample of it, but I haven't tried it yet because I haven't been outside because of coronavirus. Also, note, Supergoop, as far as we understand, no relation to Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop.
Jesus. It is annoying that they share the latter half of the name.
But I knew about Supergoop before I knew that Gwyneth Paltrow was a crazy person.
But they're not related.
No.
There's Goop and then Supergoop with an exclamation point at the end.
Goop should be like asterisked out as like a profane word.
Oh my god, I know. Also on my wish list is I'm waiting for this to go on sale, the Milk Makeup To All the Boys I've Loved Before collaboration. I know. I just want I want to try the Melt Makeup glow oil, like lip and cheek products.
By the time that you're listening to this, the episode that we recorded previously should already be up, and you'll already know how I feel about TV and movie things in makeup.
I know.
In
And
that I'm not a fan.
no, and like I didn't really like I watched the movie, but like
I didn't.
I watched it because my friends told me to watch it.
Was it
It wasn't
cute?
great. It was
Jen
I
liked it.
watched I
Hi
watched
Jen,
it.
I love you.
I've
She
seen it.
listens. I think this is a collab for. They made like a second one.
Yeah, they did. And it's just one of those things that it's on my wish list just so I can see when it goes on sale so that I can try the melt milk makeup glow oil lip and cheek sticks for way cheaper than what they retail for. I
I
want to
think I
buy this
have
for
some milk
$13.
stuff on my wish list. A mini of the vegan moisturizer, which I had a single foil packet sample of that I quite liked. And also I'm kind of curious to try the vegan cleanser because I've been using the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia cleansing oil for like
Oh,
4 years.
that's nice. Do you
That
like it?
shit is $48 every
That shit
time
is
I need a
expensive.
refill. It's magnificent, but like surely there's something good at a lower price point.
Yeah. The Good Molecules cleansing balm.
You like it?
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna look it up. I actually just ordered 2 mini things: the Ordinary Squalene cleanser and the what is that brand called? DHC. They're like cleansing oil because Nick said that he would try a cleanser if I got him one.
That's incredible that he doesn't use one. Devin doesn't either.
Listeners, this is 8 years in the making that my boyfriend was like, "Sure, I will try a face wash."
Right? I'll stop washing my body, hair, and everything else. My
With the
body,
same soap.
face, and hair with a fucking bar of soap.
Nick does prefer bar soap, but we've been getting them from, I don't know how to pronounce this, Chagrin Valley? Chagrin? Chagrin. I think it's Chagrin, but Chagrin Valley sounds weird. Anyway, they make really nice soaps. I use them as our hand soap, but he's got one as his body soap, but he's apparently been using it on his face as well. And I guess this particular soap does not super agree with his face skin. And I was like, no, you can't do that. And he was like, okay, fine. And so I got him a cleanser to try.
I just don't
If
understand.
anything good has come of coronavirus, it's that my boyfriend has agreed to try a face cleanser.
I guess now's the better time of ever to wash his face.
Anyway, can we talk about Pat McGrath? Because there's quite a few things on my wish list.
God. Can I tell you that I bought the Pat McGrath Mothership V, the 5?
The palette?
Yeah, and I returned it because I was so excited, but then so disappointed once I got it. But I
I'm
do
glad
have
that
that
you
highlight.
actually returned it, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I ended up getting it and was like, wow, I love these 2 shades in it with all of my heart. And then remember that it was $125 and that there's no 2 shades of eyeshadow on this planet that's worth $125.
No. I
Anyway,
really like Natasha Denona eyeshadows, but I don't own any because
they were
they're not, it's like $129 for a palette.
they were incredible. I won't even lie. But it's not worth $125. They were really good. They were worth like, if I had those 2 shades as singles, I would pay 20 each for them. If that like puts in comparison what I would spend on Pat McGrath, but not $125 for 2 shads. For 2 shads.
Okay, so I have one of the, what the hell is it called? The, what is it? Matte Trance? Is that
Oh,
what it's called? The lipstick? Yes, I have one of the Matte Trance lipstick,
so
and I
pretty.
really wanted one shade, and then in the last minute, I got a different shade. I got Elson 2. It's quite good. It's a solid, like, red, orange, whatever shade, but I really want another one. I actually, like, originally was not particularly interested in the brand. I mean, I realized Pat McGrath is, like, an icon, but I just, like, wasn't super interested in the products they were putting out. However, Chromolux Highlight Cream Highlighter in the shade Pale Gold 002. Kind of want it.
Highly recommend it
on
because I'm
my
pretty
on
sure
my loves list on Sephora.
I'm like fairly certain that because I bought the Trio highlight palette that she released,
Hmm.
and I'm pretty sure that the pale gold is like the shadow that I love more than anything.
Wait, highlight palette, but like pressed powder?
Yeah, it was pressed powder.
Oh,
I'm trying to pull it up now as we're talking. The Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio.
that sounds better than like one giant cream shadow for me.
Oh, big fan. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Um,
Still, wait, is it still a thing?
oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh, it's not. What was the color you said? Pale
Pale
gold?
gold 000. I
Oh
mean,
no,
it
this
doesn't
is
have to be specifically that color. Wait,
this
I
is
don't see a three.
fine gold 003.
I don't see a three pan.
Nah, bro, I'm looking
Oh,
at it.
Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio.
It
Oh
is
my God,
so
those
good.
shades are beautiful.
Oh, it is so nice.
Wait, you have it?
Yeah, I bought it on Christmas.
Oh, those are okay. Well, I want that instead. Add to loves slash add to basket.
Yeah, that was like one of my best
I'm gonna
impulse
remove the
buys.
cream ones.
Highly recommend it because they're actually like a phenomenal powder formula where they're not like powdery looking.
Oh, they're not like the beautiful but like totally unusable melt highlights that are A, enormous, and B, like take over your whole face. If you're watching, you can see how much of my face this highlight is.
Every
And
time
like,
Becca turns, like her face just radiates.
you can't wear that to work.
You can't.
Like, I went ham today. That's hard as a mother effer for anybody that doesn't know. Mom, mostly. Um, but I went hard because like we're having drinks and we're socially distancing, and I was like, cool, I'll do an editorial look so I can finally post a picture on Instagram and tell everybody that I shaved my head.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I buzzed my whole head. I've been slowly cutting my hair shorter since July. I think July is when I like shaved half my head. But anyway, this is me now. I kind of love it.
It looks so awesome.
Thanks. I was really self-conscious that I have like a crazy widow's peak.
Yeah, but like it
It's
looks really
not
cool.
too bad.
Nah, I dig it.
Anyway, Hourglass has these like lip crayon. It's called the Girl Lip Stilo. It looks like a crayon, but it's a lipstick. And I have two of them on my wish list in the shade Leader, which is a vivid fuchsia, and Lover, which is a vibrant red orange. Which, if you know me in person or follow me on Instagram or know anything about me, I own literally every shade of fuchsia and red orange of
You
lipstick that
do.
exists.
You've been on like a orange conquest.
Yeah, I went through a thing. I think it's like whenever I ask Nick what color lipstick to wear, if we're like going to an event or going to dinner or something, he basically always picks orange.
That's cute.
And then I was like, cool, I have like one legit orange. So then I bought several more.
Your obsession with like orangey lipsticks is my problem with every glitter eyeshadow I've ever come into contact with.
I think you have a lot more glitter eyeshadows than I have orange lipsticks.
Maybe.
I
But
have a NARS that's orange. I have a Lime Crime that's orange. I have a Huda
mm,
and a Smashbox. And then I have a Dose of Colors that's like a corally shade. But that's basically it. Ooh,
but speaking of Hourglass,
well, that's a lie because I just got recently I got two bullet lipsticks that are kind of like a red orange. I got NARS and Heatwave because Sammy Jeffcoat told me to, and then I bought the Pat McGrath matte trans lipstick in Elson too because I blacked out and bought it.
right? Um, Hourglass scattered light glitter eyeshadow has been
Like
on my wish
a
list.
top coat kind of guy, right? Top.
Yes. Samantha Ravindal,
I was gonna say she's a big fan.
dude, she could sell me on any cream or glitter shadow because they all look absolutely stunning on any look she does. But these are $30 a pop. And
Whoa.
Sephora, I know, Sephora tells you on the mobile app at least when you add this link to your wish list. And like this has literally been on my wish list for like a year now.
You know, it's been on my wish list basically since it came out.
What?
The Melt Radioactive palette.
Oh, fuck that palette.
I own the stack. I don't need the palette.
You don't need the palette.
Not only do I have the Melt Radioactive stack, which has all the best shades from the palette, and like the palette basically just has shimmer shades that I don't want. And yet,
Right?
I want it.
No, I feel you.
I mean, I'll
You,
probably wait like every once in a while Melt does a sale and then like all of their older releases go on sale except for like the newest collection. And I'll probably wait until it's like 25% off or something. But I think I just have to come to terms with the fact that eventually I'll buy it.
I have no judgment because the KVD Vegan Beauty Lolita eyeshadow palette is also sitting on my wish list. And like, I don't fucking need that.
Ever since we voted her out of the brand, I have so much KVD Vegan Beauty on my wish list. Mostly 1, 2, 3, 8 shades of the 6 shades of the Everlasting lip liner, which I use as a liner in my waterline, and 2 shades of the Cake pencil liner. Basically, I think they do a good job with their pencil liners.
That is something that I will never spend more than $7 on.
But my like favorite shade. Okay, hold on. All right. So when I found out that Kat Von D is like a proper Nazi, I threw out every pencil liner that I owned. I realized I could have sold them, but for those of you that didn't listen to episode 3, first of all, stop this, go listen to episode 3 and then come back. But secondly, I'm Jewish. I kind of got up in my like Jewish feels about it and sort of had a meltdown and threw everything out, which I don't regret. Like I had already spent the money, she already had it, but I just like couldn't stand to look at it. Like she married a man who's got a freaking swastika tattooed on his throat. There's no wiggle room for like trying to explain that away.
No,
Anyway,
not to mention you dated. You know what? Anyway.
Everlasting lip liner, crayon, John guy, whatever. There's one in the shade LUV, love. It's like this perfect purple,
Fuchsia?
hot purple, fuchsia. I don't know. I got it in my
Fuchsia?
waterline today. But it's basically the better version of the ColourPop pencil eyeliner guy in Piggy Bank.
Oh, okay.
But that formula is really hard to work with, and this is like a gem. And then when KVD Vegan Beauty was like, bitches out, don't call women bitches. Kat Von D as a human just sucks. When they were like, she's out, she's not making any money, we're changing the name. These went on sale for $8 and I bought like 4 of them. That was my story. They're great. I think the pencil liner is a really good formula. I really like it in my waterline. That's basically the bulk of my wish list.
Aside from wanting every olive palette, honestly, I've been getting really into pins. And like
enamel pins?
Yeah.
Oh girl.
And
You talking to the right person.
I know. And like whenever I look through my wish list, I'm just like, you know what I'd rather buy than this eyeshadow palette? 4 pins.
I'm gonna, for anybody watching, try to move my camera and show you my little pin thing. Can you see that?
Oh, I love that.
I have like a pennant canvas flag on my wall with all my pins on it. Maybe in this blog post we'll link to some of our favorite pin shops.
Oh yeah, because we have some of the favorites, some of like overlapping favorites.
Particularly right now where like small businesses could really use our love.
Yeah.
We'll link to some of those guys. Do you have anything on your wish list or your loves list, whatever Sephora wants to call it, of like things that you just repurchase and so you keep them there?
No.
I've got a couple of those.
Wait, can I tell you 2 things that like, there are 2 things that have been on my wish list forever, but it's just like, every time I look at it, I'm like, girl, you do not need that. But
Yes.
if ever there's a hole in my collection for this product, I want it. The Inky List, the turmeric brightening moisturizer.
You have so many moisturizers.
I know I know that I don't need a moisturizer, but like that is on my list to remind me that if for some reason I run out of the moisturizers that
Wait,
I have, which like
I think I have that. I'm gonna
you
send it.
do.
I'll send it to you.
Do you not like it?
I think like it's just not hydrating enough for my skin. I
That
know that we both get a bit dehydrated, but I also like run kind of dry and it's just like
yeah.
not quite enough for me. Whereas for you, I think you might actually really like it, especially under makeup. So I'll just send it your way with your coronavirus free baby formula and all the other things I have to send you.
God, you are too cool. Wow. All right. So yeah, that was on my wish list. And then the brand Volition Beauty. They have a turmeric brightening polish, which is kind of just like a physical exfoliating scrub that actually looks pretty good. I'm pulling up the ingredients right now just because I haven't looked at it in a long time.
I'm looking at them now and they have a hibiscus unspottable correcting oil. And I just got really excited. And then I remember that hibiscus and I are kind of going through a thing right now.
Oh,
Should I tell this story for the podcast?
you can go right ahead if you want.
All right, guys. I've been plagued by a smell in my house the last
Oh,
several
yeah.
days. It's not a bad smell. Like, it's fine. It's just not a smell I particularly like. And I have sniffed my house up and down. I like inhaled Nick and like inspected him and Franklin, and I went through the fridge, and then I realized that my body wash has hibiscus in it, and I don't particularly like hibiscus. And because I've basically been cooped up in my house since last Friday because other people can't stay inside their houses when coronavirus is happening, I'm just way more noticing this hibiscus scent. So I was the smell that I don't like. But anyway, I have a hibiscus and fig body wash.
Well, fig sounds nice.
But like
Like,
I already know fragrance isn't great for your skin, and like I shouldn't have been using it anyway. And
now
it
you never
smells
will
bad.
again.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand that it's not actually an offensive smell. I just don't like it.
I completely understand that.
I'm making faces
Um,
because I'm trying to take a picture of us for Instagram.
so yeah, that's like the depth of my wish list. But like, I also want to add that these things have been on my wish list for a very long time, and I've bought so many things ahead of that wish list. Like, so
Can
many
I
things
can I
have
like
jumped the
read you a
line.
little? Can I call you out a little?
Yeah, hit me.
You like very carefully curate a wish list,
Oh yeah.
and then you just get really impatient and buy something totally different. You're like, this isn't really what I wanted. This isn't the thing that I researched. It doesn't tick all the boxes, but I bought it anyway. And then you're like, okay, but I didn't buy like the thing that has been well researched and planned and that I've wanted for ages.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like my own demon.
True.
What's that meme with the cat that wears sunglasses? Like, it's me. It's your boy.
I don't know.
I'm
Please
gonna,
find that for the blog post.
I'll post it somewhere. Oh, what's up, demons? It's your boy. Anyway, that's me. I have left everything rotting on my wish list when I will like happily just go to Target and buy something stupid for like $24.99 and be like, but it was on sale.
I think I just, because I try to be really like I mean, I don't try to be obsessive about ingredients, but I kind of am obsessive about ingredients. I will research things to the death and have them on my wish list once I've picked them out. And then when I'm like, oh my God, I need to stress buy something, and it's not a cookbook, I will pick something off the list. Like I
So
will
you're better.
impulse buy in that like I didn't need to buy anything right now, but I typically historically buy the things that like I already had my eye on. I don't just like short circuit the way that you do. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. Honestly, I couldn't think of a better way to describe it than like I short circuit and like next thing you know, something's headed to my doorstep where it's like it never even made its way. This is my straw. It never even made its way to my wish list. I saw it and was like, you know what I'm gonna buy instead of that thing that's been on my wish list for a year and a half now? That knew I should have held it. And like that will forever be the death of my wish list. Trying to think what the most recent thing that I bought was. No, I'm just buying pins off of Etsy.
The most recent thing I bought was, I think, the mini of that Tatcha moisturizer that I'm testing out.
Mm,
My like my skin's dehydrated. I would say like I'm normally kind of like combination dry,
yeah,
but like my forehead has been dry to the touch,
yeah.
which is different than like normally like I guess typically when you say combination skin, you think of like T-zone and like nose and chin get oily, but like I don't want to feel it on my forehead. And I was
On
like,
my
okay, I gotta
forehead's like.
switch some shit up.
So yeah, this was our quarantine post because we are cooped up in our spaces, and probably we'll post some more.
Tweet at us, send us stuff on Facebook, go on Instagram and send us things. Tell us what's on your wish list, how you're staying sane right now, other things that you're loving, what you're doing. Just talk to us because we're socially distancing and we're lonely.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening. We love you. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Support small businesses. Buy gift cards for local restaurants that you love for when this is all over. Follow us on Instagram at Beauty Birds Podcast, on Twitter at Beauty Birds Pod, on Facebook.com/Beauty Birds Podcast. We'll put everything in the show notes and on the blog post. Our blog is beautybirdspodcast.com. You're great. Tell your
um,
grandparents to stay home.
tell Becca how good of a job she's doing at all of the things she's doing too, because she is keeping us afloat. Because right now I'm too overwhelmed to like post, and she's been keeping our social media alive. And yeah.
What Tara
So
failed to mention is that I don't know how to edit anything. So, like, without her, the podcast just doesn't exist.
so yeah, tell everybody you know that they're doing a great job at existing right now because shit's hard.
And it's
Um,
okay if all you did today was get out of bed and listen to Beauty Birds. And
hell yeah.
actually, it's okay if all you did today was listen to the Beauty Birds. You don't have
We
to
pref-
be productive every day, all the time.
and tell your friends to listen to our podcast.
Yeah. Tell everybody
All
to
right.
listen to the podcast. Tell your dad, tell your grandma, tell your nieces and nephews. Maybe not your nieces and
No,
nephews
don't
if
tell
they're
your nieces
young.
and
Don't
nephews.
don't tell anybody like under 13. But do good things and stay inside your damn house, please.
Wash your goddamn hands. All right.
Love you.
I'm
Bye.
out.
Also, wash your phone. Wipe
Oh
down
yeah,
your
what?
phone.
Take a wipe and wash down your phone right now, actually. You can go ahead and turn off this podcast and wash your phone.
All right. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.